What we doing? Let's get it. Let's jump. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm feel me. Back on my bullshit again. Let's get it. I'm with it. Yeah, we bound to slide. Yeah, he with it.
What's good, world? This your boy Joe Cook. We on the outside looking in. Let's talk about what we see. Let's get it. Let's get it.
That's not hitting 5,000 views or 100,000 people
No,
seeing you get killed, Vixen. We gotta really
but
talk about it.
that's what I'm saying.
You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
I still had to me I still put myself over C3, and those are the reasonings. You get what I'm
No,
saying
no, no, no. And I
personally.
get it. I'm just saying why I made my arguments too against. I feel like you are the standing Wody. So if she beats you, I feel like that means a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why isn't that considered?
So
Why
that's why
isn't
I'm
she higher
saying, like,
up
my
too?
argument is more even about Coffee getting it, G. You get what I'm saying? If C3
Mm-hmm.
got it, I would have threw in my flag like, yep, G, she beat me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Coffee, G, like, I did not expect that. I went into this thing
Me
as my
either.
biggest competition being C3. I'm
Right.
like, it's gonna be me and C3 at the top. You feel what I'm saying? I don't. It's really standing on the leg of the T-top battle.
I
But then
even thought they was gonna have Casey up there too, but over Coffee. I'm
I
not gonna
didn't.
hold you. I could see Casey up there, but
I
not
think that
Coffee.
my final was me or C3, 40, Casey Coffee. That was my
Mm-hmm.
final. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I always said, like, okay, if Coffee clearly beat Hustle, then okay, she would have, I wouldn't have said nothing. But that shit don't count to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Fact.
it don't matter. Then how the fuck y'all going off some fucking votes being petty as a bitch on the app, G? Come on, folks.
Facts.
Let's talk
Facts.
about that. Like, that
I
it
said,
doesn't
talk,
make sense. Like,
Vixen.
the coffee win
Facts.
does not make sense to me comparing her to my resume. Me getting my ass kicked, me being the first female on the volume. How is this not impactful? Celebrity shouting me out. How is this not impactful?
Oh
How
yeah.
is a
Oh yeah.
T-top win? A
I
fan
forgot
said
about that.
like if it's so impactful, why she didn't win round of the year then, or something like that. She won all
Mm-hmm.
3 rounds. Which one was better than my Casey round? You get what I'm saying? Like,
That's
it
a
don't make
fact.
sense to me. I did
And
not
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
expect.
she had performance of the night that night either. I didn't know
She
that. I
did.
don't know.
I did, nigga.
No, they
Yeah, I'm
talking
like,
about
I
for the
didn't know that.
T-top battle. I think that they were talking about for the T-top battle. That she had
Yeah.
That
performance
bitch
of the night.
lost. First of all,
So,
Vixen, you was on that card. I got the bitches they first win.
You said you got what? The phone broke up.
I got them. I got the bitches they first win.
That's what I don't. I didn't understand. I don't understand that. I just didn't
That bitch
expect it
did.
to be
I did.
Coffee. And I had my reasons. And then I'm thinking, like, what I didn't like. So all in all, G, they did not spend enough time on number 1 and 2. Because if they did, they would have broke down my resume for this year way better. My impact way better. You get what I'm saying? When it came to it, somebody was like, I had C3 or Coffee, so I'm good with Coffee. Y'all not even saying nothing. Y'all not even going back and forth or nothing. It was like, let's pop the bottle type shit. I'm like, damn, hold
They didn't spend
on.
enough time on the top five to me. It wasn't
so
enough
I'll be honest.
debating going on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I
Yo,
definitely
but
didn't
my thing
expect it
is
to be
this: how
Coffee
the
over
fuck
me.
y'all didn't count C3 washing her?
Yeah, that 2-on-2 should have counted because that was a really bad loss. Like that wasn't just a regular loss.
I don't understand
They
how that
lost
didn't
really
count
bad.
at all, but the unfinished battle with y'all counted. Like, it was like,
Right.
that don't
Then
make
Exactly.
they go
sense.
on to
It's
say.
a
Then they go on
battle.
to say. Then they go on to say, "Oh, Coffee headlining the all mail card." You and everybody with sense know that was because of me.
When did she headline the car? Oh yeah, because y'all, yeah, right. But look, so look, the same thing. You know, y'all headline and shit, right? Boom, first. I didn't hear not one time first female on volume. G. I did not
Yo,
hear
for
one time
real.
trending. Me and Casey was trending. I didn't hear that one time. Like, they didn't do they back for me. You feel what I'm saying?
Same
Like,
reason. Same reason why motherfuckers ain't saying in the face now that I fucking beat Casey, man. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
right, right. Too, because I remember Joe Button was talking about that shit. Your battle on his podcast.
yeah,
You and
Fab tweeted me out like that's the only like if it was C3, I would have chucked up the deuces, but I didn't. Coffee was not in my number one
Vixen
picking.
said
G.
no.
at
I
all.
seen Joe Budden
What's
shout
up,
you out too.
Anwar?
Like, let's talk about impact. Come on, like the crazy
Yeah,
thing
the
is
impact was
like
crazy.
they didn't talk about me so much that they mentioned the Loso battle one time. I thought they was gonna drag me with the Loso battle. I prepared for that. It's like, y'all not even talking about it enough. I'm gonna be cool enough to be like, okay, they talked about how I got dragged real bad, but what else? Y'all didn't talk about shit at the end for for the two. Nothing was talked
Yo.
about. But the T top win, G. Like,
But
Yeah,
if
nah,
we,
they gave
but
way too
time
much
out,
credit to
Vixen,
that
you
T
was
top.
there that night. You was there that
hmm
night. She lost on the votes.
she did on
So,
that.
and they go on to say, oh, she's the number one on the app, and this. So why
That
wouldn't
don't
she win on
matter
the
for
app?
the year, G. That don't. What do that got to do with the
Exactly.
year? That don't have nothing to do with the year. I feel like if you compare
Same
resume
reason
to
why they was
resume,
talking about Gustavia's Chrome 23 being on Chrome 23 and like, oh well, she did so much. Did like it was just cap, man. It was cap. It was cap.
But you
yeah.
can't count Chrome 23. That's for this year.
I'm already hit, but that
But
was
like
mentioned as
even Geechee said, even Geechee when they was on their spaces, they said that's still gonna be in the back of everybody's head though. Like
Right,
so
right.
that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit, I don't know, but I didn't expect that. I still feel like I had the better year than Coffee.
That's
Literally,
a fact.
my first battle was in January and my last battle was in December. How was that not going crazy the whole year? You feel what I'm saying? Like
And you
outside,
completed all yours. You
it's
completed all your
every,
battles.
you know what I mean? Like, and I didn't even fucking have
Yeah.
her beat and hustle in the rounds that happened. So I'm
Me
really
At
like,
either.
all.
Me
that's
either.
what I
I'm a
said too. Like I said,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
even know what
100%.
that
I
shit,
did not
sis.
have her
That's
winning that G. Like I
Uh-uh.
wasn't feeling it. You feel what I'm saying? It was just the antics of that battle. You know what I'm saying? That people want to talk shit about. But besides that, I don't. So right now it's because of the T top win, G. And you want to know what? I gotta take it because I had a DNA win, right? So I had an interview before WOTY, and I said, um. Okay, so y'all want to do the me? Okay, so let's compare me and Coffee. You know, when I won WOTY, I had a T top win. She had a D. I mean, she had a T top win. I had a DNA win. Okay, I'll give you that. Boom. I had a battle of the night that saved like damn near a card versus Flames, and you battle Caution. How was that adding
Uh-huh.
up?
Yo.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the same thing for the men panel because they let Geechee win because he had a Lux win over Easy when Easy clearly, to me, should have won it. But
Nah, it's a way
so
different combo.
it's the same thing, really.
So now I feel like WOTY based
Nah,
on
cause
one
Geechee
battle. G
got the
like
same resume as Easy.
Nah, it's not even that, Vixen. It's based off of who the fuck they like. And
Yeah.
that's what it
Let
is.
Anwar get his ball. Go ahead,
And why I
Anwar.
don't know why you wasn't up there, but respectfully, you need to take some of them bitches off that panel. For real.
Oh, wait. All right. So wait a minute. Hold up. First of all, hi everybody. Let me
What's
start
Hi,
off
up?
with that.
Hi,
Anwar.
Anwar.
I'm speaking to everybody. Listen, I'm
Yo,
in
what
the
Anwar.
up?
comment section. Shout out
What's
to
good,
the
Anwar?
what's good, everybody.
Anwar.
Shout out to the WOTY. You know, I don't want to throw no shade, so shout out to Coffee for winning.
No, we ain't doing that. Anyway, and while say what you was gonna say.
I hate when you hold
Like
it
let
you
because
don't
let
no,
that
him
because
shit
go.
taboo in my space.
Let
That
I'm
him
shit
not gonna.
taboo
go.
in my
I,
space. If
G.
you want to
I
go to another space and do
no.
that,
My thing is, I have to. At the end of the day,
Nah,
right? You
because
know,
I don't even want this space to be like a bunch of coffee hate either and shit, G.
nah,
But I
it's
feel
not. No, no,
what?
no, 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 no.
you know what I'm saying. So
Let's not.
let him,
Listen.
I'm just
Respectfully,
the
I'm
battle rapper
probably
that's
the only
comparing a
one.
resume.
Hold on, Vixen.
Right.
Respectfully, I'm probably the only one in here that hate the little slut. Everybody else probably, you feel me, is cool and all.
The
But
phone messed up. Damn, she said something good. My phone broke up, G.
oh, I called her a little slut. Like, you know,
Sorry,
I
somebody
just feel
called me.
like it wasn't fair though, for real, gangster. Like, I even took me out of the conversation. I told niggas, and you can vouch. I said, yo, take me out of WOTY because I didn't do nothing.
Well, I
I
wasn't
didn't do
there, but they
nothing.
did tell me that you said that. But this is the thing, right? So this is the way I look at it. People saying like, you know, why wasn't I up there or black up there or anything like that? At the end of the day, it's almost the same thing. The Woman of the Year panel, you know, we try to get women in the culture who we know
Why?
who are in tune with the battles, who, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not easy being up there because what happens is this, right? Everybody has their own top 10 list or top 20 list. That's what happened to Champion of the Year. And then you have your list. So let's just say I'm gonna use Hustle and 40 as two big names in the culture. Everybody would know that, you know, their list is valid. If Hustle's top five, and I'm just literally gonna pick five names, is Casey, Vixen, C3, Jazz, and Gaddis.
Vixen, take it so I can ask somebody.
And then 40
You
has
said what?
what?
Take the co-host so I can ask somebody.
Wait, I don't know how to do this shit. Oh,
It should just pop up on
okay.
your screen. Bam.
It did.
Uh
I'm
it's
slow.
it's
Go
all
ahead.
good. Like what happens is, when you're having that discussion and that debate, when somebody makes a case of something that you didn't think about, and then you got to start moving people on your list, that's where shit get tricky. For me personally, like I didn't sit in the room, so I watched it just like y'all. I was there when they did number 10, and then I left. So the rest of that 9 through 1, I mean, if y'all was looking at my Twitter, obviously my woman is on the panel, so I'm not killing them too bad. But I'm tweeting like, with somebody mentioning C3 at number 9, like, what are we doing? Why is C3's name coming up? I think 40's name was mentioned at 7 or 8. What are we doing here? Like, it is what it is, but it's tough because, like, I heard what y'all was saying, and I will say, I think that some of the debate as you got closer to the top, I think, it's a long time. That panel was 4.5, 5.5 hours. When they got to that top 3, I heard the same thing y'all heard. It was like, okay, it's C3, Vixxen, and Coffee. And they were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then it seemed like it was like, okay, so we all agree C3 at number 3. Cool. So that means that Vixen's 2 and Coffee's 1, right? All right, thanks for coming out. And it was like, wait a minute, hold up. Did I miss something?
No, there was no debate at the last 2. There was no debate.
It seemed like,
that's a fact.
It seemed like, but now I did hear, and at that point I wasn't actually looking at the screen, so I'm doing the best I could to listen and identify voices. But it did sound like somebody was like, well, it seems like we've already debated the other 2, so we know where they're at.
I heard that.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's not easy, man. I really want one year somebody to excuse themselves from the very beginning, somebody with no, affiliations or anything. Let's just say hypothetically, 40 says, you know what? I'm not battling in 2021 or 2022. So next year, Jay Black, I would like to volunteer to be on the panel because it's so difficult to have that list and you hit 7 people to agree.
If it was that easy, how come Boss Chick Rain wasn't included on the list if it was that easy?
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's about reaching out to people. So the 5 panel members from last year.
I'm just trying to make it make sense.
Yeah, I mean,
right. Why she wasn't on there?
Because how come Boss Chick Rain is definitely a respected female in this culture, a former battle rapper. She knows what she's talking about. She knows material. So I'm just trying to figure out why Boss Chick Rain wasn't on the panel.
I understand.
If I could just hit a nigga up and get on.
Yeah, no, I don't. But that's the thing. I don't think that's what it is. The first year, this is only the second year. So if you go back to the first year of Champion of the Year, one thing I know that Black does is after every, one of these things, he goes back and says, okay, what can we do different? What can we do better? Where did we, kind of drop the ball at? Where were things not as smooth as they should have been, et cetera? So as far as
I feel like we had some new additions to the panel this year, though.
Yeah, we did. The 2 new people were Sarah Connor, who, I mean, respectfully, I think her and Boss Chick Rain, I don't want to say they're the same person, but it's like they've been around, they used to battle.
Nah, Sarah did good.
Yeah,
but Sarah Connor was the same person that when it came to the spot, she said, well, I had C3 or Coffee, so I'm going to go with Coffee. Like, y'all not even debating. She the one person that said if it was out of these 2, and we debated and one of my person got kicked out, then I'm gonna go with the other person. That don't make sense.
Right.
Y'all didn't know debates. The thing is,
hey, wait a minute.
I think when we walked in, Lola was the only person that had me. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody else, in a sense, mine was already made up that they know that it wasn't me type shit.
She got some Belair and then her mind changed.
Oh, man,
hold on, I gotta tell Lola she got the Lola curse. Y'all remember last year she went in there with Casey winning and Casey was number 2 and I was number 1. Woo, Lola, you got a curse. Don't say nobody else as your
Whoever Lola got, that's who ain't winning, right?
Lola got the curse, man.
Maybe if I get the Lola curse, you'll put me higher than number 6.
Sarah Connor is requesting to speak, y'all.
All right, there you go.